Hello, Internet, and welcome to Saturday Night's Apocalypse. Thank you for joining this lovely Saturday evening for some Dungeons and Dragons fun. We are here to make weirdness happen. Before we get started, we have a new player joining us today. I'll let him introduce himself in a second, but RJ is going to be joining us to round out this merry band. If you like what you see here today, you can join us for all sorts of streams throughout the week. We have our full schedules below our faces on Twitch. You just saw our lovely promo video with all of our other shows that we do here on GGK. If you like any of those, our next one after this is going to be tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. That's going to be Slang 101. It's a Monster of the Week game. Savannah has been running it for some time now, so you can join us tomorrow afternoon for that. Rest of the week, this week, we've got all sorts of fun stuff. We've got some we'll have our AOS filler on Tuesday. I don't remember what we decided we're doing this week, whether it's Master or Overarms, but Alex and I will decide probably an hour beforehand like we always do. Thursday we'll have some Wild Space. Friday Neon Souls. Lots of fun. If you missed it last week, we had the session 0 for our new Elegant Suffering season, which is Elegant Magics. Sorry, and we don't.
It was like
have
2 days ago.
That's how long my week has been. So if you missed that, definitely catch on YouTube once it's up there. It's going to be an awesome new season. Very much looking forward to it. We're playing Good Society. It's Jane Austen. Now it has magic. What's not to love? I can't think of anything else that we've got going on new this week. Otherwise, we're going to be doing some probably more video game streaming. I'm off work this week, so I'm probably going to be doing a Pokemon run starting at some point soon, and I'm going to try to get through the whole game this week, so we'll see how that goes. And yeah, that's about it. I'm going to let these people introduce themselves since we've got our full crew and it's been a while and we've got new people. So I think Savannah is first on the overlay. So Savannah, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us who you're playing, who you are, anything else you've got going on.
Hello, I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets. When this channel is live, generally you can find me here. For the next few weeks, I'm live on the internet 7 days a week. When I'm not here, I am on twitch.tv/encounter roleplay on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time playing Dungeons and Dragons in a little game called Song of the Deep, where I play a cleric who's obsessed with the moon. And we emotionally traumatize ourselves on purpose. And then on Wednesday, I'm running a game of I Hunt, also on Encounter Roleplay. It's called Hustle and Claw, and it's really cool. It's about millennial monster hunters doing their best to survive. It's about like Uber, but for monster hunting. It's great. And today, I'm playing Theodosia, aka Thea, and she's a rogue. But she's bad at it, but she does her best. That's me.
Next is Ryan.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I run one of the games on this channel on the Thursdays opposite of the Good Society game, which is a kind of sci-fi D&D romp where there are Cthulhu monsters and blood demons, and there is a space Florida. Other than that, you can find me here in this game, where I am playing Jonah, who is a paladin.
Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex. OMG, it's some guy on the things and the stuff. I'm here Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes Saturdays. In this game, I am our Warforged Artificer, JA-22, better known as Jazz.
And our newest player, RJ.
Hey everybody, I'm RJ on the interwebs, but you can catch me at RJS282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and sometimes stream video games. I'm here sometimes, mostly on Thursdays, as Jarvis Hawk, during our Elegant Suffering game, and on Saturdays as Fang in our Overarms game. But today I'll be playing Yorha, who's a Tiefling Wildfire Druid.
And last but not least, Jake.
Hi, I'm Jake Beck. You can find me at JakeBeck27 on the Twitters. I'm just here for this game. That's what I got for that. I play a Razorback Turtle Monk / Cleric. Yeah, that's what I picked, right? Okay. It's been a while. I haven't used anything of the new deep magic stuff with them. But my character's name is Shellac. He's a spiky turtle boy. That's about it.
That's all you need to know. I am Sean the Crack King on Twitter. I'm here. If we're live, I'm at some place on your screen. My whole schedule's pinned to my Twitter. Let's get started, guys. So, recapping what happened last time on Saturday Night's Apocalypse. Your crew, after having thwarted the dealings of one Marlos Ernrail, the prophet of the or the cult leader of the Black Earth, you set your sights on finally taking down the Mind Flayer invasion brought upon by the Howling Hatred cult. You have prepared a ritual spell which you will use to seal away this portal and hopefully shunt all of the invading Mind Flayers back to their home dimension, back through the portal, and ending this invasion. You met up with a new friend that was introduced to you by your cleric buddy. I have forgotten the name of my own character, Liko, and got to meet Jonah for the first time. A prickly drifter biker type. I think you said a cross between Geralt of Rivia and Big Boss from Metal Gear.
What?
What? I had no idea that was your inspiration for this character. You joined up with Jonah and set out across the wastes back to this temple that was being used by the air cult to seal this rift. You encountered along the way this gunk raining from the sky, beginning to sort of the terraforming process in this area of the Desserin Valley, causing these strange vein-like growths across the ground and other grossness. When you had sort of pushed deeper into this ichor, you came across some stranded travelers. You tried to help them, and simultaneously, all of them immediately turned on you, started to attack you as it was revealed that they were being controlled by a nearby Mind Flayer. You killed them very well, not the people, the Mind Flayer, and saved the people, knocking them unconscious and desiring to help them and hopefully free them from this infection that they've all been presented with. You sent Jonah back with on his bike to retrieve Dr. Jim, the good Dr. Jim, from Summit Hall. The rest of you investigated the cars belonging to these poor, weary travelers. Decided not to steal some of their stuff. And Jonah, after retrieving the doctor and heading on your way back, you felt a tremor almost knocking you from your bike, and watched as soaring over the hillsides to the north of you, a gargantuan moth with this trail of this glistening substance trailing off behind it with a flap of its mighty wings as it cut over the hills, circling past the river and casting a large shadow in the distance. So Jonah, You feel the good doctor who is sort of gripping onto you, riding on the back of the bike, and you hear him sort of yelling over the roar of the engine. Was that a moth?
We'll find out.
I don't want to find out. Why are we going this way?
It's part of the job.
I want a different job.
Yeah. I can understand that.
I'm trying to meet them at the place where their cars were, right? Where the people's car. Okay. Do you know where that is, ish?
Yes.
Is it just up the road? Okay.
Yeah. You know, you're pretty close at this point.
And I'm collecting him because he's a doctor. Is that right?
Yes, because you wanted somebody to take a look at see if they could extract these parasites from the brains of the people that you're rescuing.
Okay, then I'm like,
If the team does its job right, you won't have to see it up close.
Right. Okay.
And if you do your job right, you won't have to see it up close.
Okay. I'll trust you on that one. He sort of hunkers down a little bit more. I'll show you the map just for reference here. So you are Summit Hall, where you came from, is right about here.
Okay.
Your crew is over about this area. Where you guys are trying to get to is at the base of Feathergale's Spire here.
Okay.
And where you just saw Mothra, or the thing that we are calling Mothra, is right about here, kind of between in the direction that you're going, slightly to the north, mostly kind of in the same path.
Are you doing that pinging?
I was.
Okay, it's in a different color that I was expecting it to.
That was me. I was pinging it again.
I
for
think
the
some of the
stream.
other people started pinging.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So, Jonah here. Big moth thing here. Rest of team over here.
Okay. Well, I guess I gotta try to find a ramp to just send it over this river, and then and then I'll catch up with the rest of everybody.
Yeah, there is a bridge that you guys have been using to get across. The river's also not like it's dried out in a lot of areas. It's kind of it's not much of a river anymore.
Is there an unnecessary place where I can send it over the ravine?
Okay. There is an unnecessary place where you can send it over the ravine. Sure. Okay. So I was gonna ask what you're doing to try to, like, if you're doing anything or have any ideas for trying to avoid the attention of this moth creature. It doesn't sound like you're trying to avoid anyone's attention.
I'm just trying to. Oh, well, I guess, okay. I just thought I was going to be beneath its notice. But can I do an inside check whether I would know that I need to watch out for that?
Yeah, well, that's kind of why I was asking. Is, like, I mean, it's a big thing. It could be a safe assumption that it won't notice you or won't pay attention to you.
I'll roll the dice there because I actually specifically tanked wisdom for this character. So,
okay.
I'm not going to do anything special. Like,
okay.
For a second, my brain was like, just drive on places where it's not going to kick a lot of dust, or no, I'm just going to do it.
Okay. Just going to do it.
I'm just going to do it.
Yeah,
I'm going
that's
for
fine.
speed over anything.
You ramp it over. There's a bank at the edge of this river with some where it's kind of built up a little bit from the erosion and the dust and the winds kind of piling up sand. You see that and you hit it. You gun the engine and just ramp it straight over the river. Do you have a vehicle proficiency?
Let's see. Trying to think. I didn't do everything with my character. Like, I could probably swap out one of my proficiencies for a vehicle one. Because I have I didn't choose any languages or tools or anything like that.
Yeah. I mean, the way we built up your character, though, I think that makes sense that you have this proficiency. Go ahead and just roll me a. I can't decide if dexterity or strength makes more sense here. You argue to me which one you would like to, what stat you would like to use.
Depends on what if it's hitting the ramp right, then probably dex. If it's like maybe I don't know. I can't imagine. Do you use strength at all to like make sure that you keep your facing the right direction, like leveling things out?
I watched enough Travis Pastrana in high school to know that there's got to be some strength involved there.
Like,
with like,
if you don't have power steering.
I've done some.
Yeah, there's a
dirt
lot
bikes.
of strength behind a. Yeah, there's a lot of strength to like pull up a motorcycle and do it.
I'd allow either of those.
Strength would be
This
more
is a totally
successful,
unnecessary
but...
roll. I just want to see it happen. To see
Motorcycle is a finesse weapon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I adding proficiency to this?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you didn't have the proficiency, you have it now because I think that makes sense.
I'll do.
You ride around
we're level
this
7,
time
so plus 3. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 14.
14. Okay. It's a rocky landing on the other side. The bike kind of shooting out from underneath you. That when you hit the ramp a little bit, it's not as impacted as it should be to really get the speed you need to. So you kind of clip the other edge of the this embankment where the river comes out on the other side, and it gets a bit squirrely for a second. You kick up a lot of dust. You hear a yelp from Dr. Jim behind you. As,
he is still behind me. Okay, good.
Yeah. As he holds on with for dear life. However, the yelp itself doesn't seem to be mostly from the impact as from the terrifying visage of a massive moth creature now swooping down overhead as it kind of goes careening towards you or looks like it's descending or kind of swooping down towards you and beats its wings once and sends this billowing sort of dust tornado around you as it picks off kind of at a low altitude, skimming across the plains to the south. It does not seem to want to attack you, but did seem like you drew its attention for a moment.
Gotcha.
And you go skidding away from it quickly, and you can feel the shaking of Dr. Jim as he clutches onto your jacket.
The wind will dry that.
You just hear him nod, or feel him nod. All right, the rest of you hear a roaring in the distance as one motorcycle carrying Jonah and the good doctor comes riding up quickly on your position. Cuts the engine, comes to a stop where the rest of you are currently waiting with the unconscious travelers that you have in the back of the truck. I don't remember where you guys put them. Yeah.
Yep. Hi, Jim.
Hello, everyone. What am I doing here?
Looking at these people.
They appear to have an illithid brain parasite.
They got
controlling
brain
them.
worms.
Oh, wonderful. Looks them over. Did the illithid knock them unconscious too?
We did, and then killed the illithid.
I did.
Wonderful.
I helped.
Right. I can attempt to extract it and see. I am familiar enough with. I will attempt to do so. It may take some time. Are you leaving the truck here, or am I supposed to stay here by myself, or what is the...
See, this is why I said we should take them back to Summit Hall, and everybody else was like, no, it's too dangerous, Thea. No, we can't do that, Thea.
Liko says, I mean, I can stay here with the doctor if you all want to move ahead to the temple.
That may be for the best. Part of why we did not bring them back is fearing the worst case scenario of the Illithid being able to spy through their infested hosts, and did not want to bring them back to Summit Hall in that case.
The doctor nods and says, that is a definite possibility. All right. I will work on I will need a steady hand from you, Liko, and we'll see how many of them live.
I have a smushed one if you want to look at it.
That might be helpful.
It's nasty.
Just takes a small vial and takes the smushed tadpole from your hand. Looks it
It
over
tried to
and says,
get in
"Oh,
my ear, so I smushed it.
good. Don't let them do that. That would be bad. All right. I will get to work on these. Liko, let's go. We'll be here when you're ready to leave."
Quickly show them how to use the truck's defenses. I mean, harpoon gun and the...
Yeah.
You need to come up with a name for them. Did I? What
I
name
don't know,
did
I
give
kind of
them
like...
in the-
I like the pachunks.
What did
And
I call them in the character
this
sheet?
window
Spring-loaded
sticks, so
side
you're gonna-
spikes.
You're gonna want to open this door from the outside, otherwise you're just gonna feel like you're locked in. Just so you know.
So I think the doctor takes out a tarp that he brought and like throws it over the back of the truck to keep some of this gunk from falling on them, and sets up as sterile of an environment as he can as he brings out opens his medical bag with like a small what's the thing that they use to drill the holes in the head, with the crank, I forget the name of that.
Is that an owl?
A drill.
Drill?
Is it
Brain
just a
crank?
drill?
Is it a
An
drill?
auger.
The procedure is trepanation, but
It's-
I think
yeah,
it's
I
just
don't-
a drill.
Like a
Yeah,
trepidation
is it just-
tool.
Yeah.
Don't drill this hole in your head.
Brings out that and a bone saw and a couple like leather straps and things. Yeah, just starts to get to work. So the remaining of you, the four of you, head. You can see this like the cliff sides, and through this mist in the distance, you can see Feathergale Spire still protruding over the cliffs with that satellite relay on top, and the massive looming dark underbellies of the ships hovering overhead in the distance.
We need to get to the spire, or I thought we had to get to the node in the temple for the
Yes,
spell.
so the temple is in like a ravine that is at the base of the spire. So you don't have to go into the spire if you don't want to, but you know that kind of marks about where the this chasm or this ravine is, where you know the entrance to the temple.
Okay,
It's from previous
I,
experience.
for some reason I remembered it being farther away from the spire.
No, it's just when you were there last time, there's like a whole mountain path you have to go to get up to the spire and back down.
Okay.
So just travel montage to get there. Anything you guys are doing before you go? Nothing you're taking? Okay. The four of you with are you leaving your bike behind, Jonah, or are you just gonna like slow roll it with
I
the
could-
group on foot?
It can just maybe follow me,
It could also do that.
like a weird horse.
Yeah,
It's a steel
it could
horse
also do that.
on which
Yeah.
he rides.
Yeah. I think it will follow.
He's a cowboy.
Broke RJ.
Follows.
Okay. You get on foot, and the motorcycle just slowly kind of wheeling behind you. It's just like there's a slight like that paddling of the engine, like as it is really trying to keep as slow pace as it can behind you.
Every once in a while, I'll like give it some oil. That a girl.
Is that a car or a pet?
It's an extension of myself.
No, it's not.
I don't get it.
It's a paladin thing.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know what to say.
As you're having this conversation too, through this mist in the distance, you suddenly see a flash of light, almost like a small explosion.
When you say in the distance, you mean like at the spire or off to the side?
Kind of like it probably no more than like 60 yards in front of you, but with the mist itself sort of obfuscating your view. It's kind of like a headlight in a fog almost, with this like this fire burst in front of you, and as quickly as it flashes, it recedes away. And then you see like a secondary flash go off a few seconds later. And then kind of trudging, you begin to see a shape kind of moving in your direction, and watch as a zombie kind of comes trudging out of through this mist. You can see some of this gunk has sort of built up across its face, but it is charred and sort of blackened from fire as it takes a few steps and then topples over face first in front of you and just collapses onto the ground. And as the zombie falls dead, immediately in front of you with the swirl of mist kind of parting, you see a newcomer standing a little ways off. RJ, you want to describe your character?
Sure. Standing in front of everyone, there is what you could tell a redskin tiefling. The sort of short mohawk cut on the hair, two small horns by his hairline going up, and then a large oni horn in the middle. They wear a gas mask, mostly dressed all in black, aside from this dark brown leather jacket. Slung over one shoulder, it looks like a quarterstaff that has been outfitted with a wrought iron cage at one end. And as they walk forward, they look at you and just go, "I love the smell of napalm in the morning."
Hi.
What's napalm? Is that a fragrance?
Jazz starts explaining the chemical composition of napalm.
Your house starts explaining the chemical composition of napalm.
Oh no, not
All
that
right,
one.
we all get how napalm's made. All right.
Yeah, we do.
Spider-Man
Yeah.
point to Jazz.
Not another one.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
What are you doing out here, traveler, aside from exploding zombies?
Face mask. Exploding zombies, for the most part.
Cool.
I could ask you guys the same.
Not blowing up zombies.
Well, we were
Yes.
killing some.
Yeah. Don't blow them up as so much as I
Mhm.
punch them really hard.
Nice.
We are also on our way to deal with gestures vaguely at the sky.
The aliens.
The what now?
The
That.
the aliens.
The Goopy Boys.
The
I can somehow understand them, and it's not good. Both for me and them. And everybody. It's not good.
Nice.
Have you noticed the goop?
Have I noticed the goop?
It's everywhere.
It's
You
everywhere.
have. Yeah, it's all across the ground. This weird, it's sort of described it last time as like War of the Worlds, like the blood terraforming that the
Mhm.
aliens do. Yeah, it's kind of like all over the place around here.
Yeah, that's no good.
It's no good, but it is goo. Anyway, we are on our way to deal with the aliens.
Wait, what?
Jazz is still learning jokes. I thought it was funny.
We have a means of getting rid of the aliens and hopefully making all this at least stop, if not reverse the process.
Cool. Nice. If he looks over to, Jonah and spots the bike, he'll walk over to it and kind of start poking and prodding.
Well, let that happen.
The bike gives like a confused rev of its engine for a moment, but then settles down.
We're still not sure if it's a bike or a pet.
That's pretty dope. So something I found out that's great about the goop is it's very flammable. Case in point, pokes the zombie. So, tell you what, let me tag along.
I think I kind of asked, do we have room in the truck?
Yeah, once all the bodies are out.
You guys
Oh,
have-
good.
Welcome to the team. Once the bodies are out, we have space for you.
Oh, they're still alive. Don't worry. Well,
Yeah, we're
They
all
have
They are
right
right now.
brainworms.
No, not the worst thing I've heard all week.
what's your name?
Yorha.
I'm Thea.
You're a what?
Asshole by the looks of it.
Ooh.
And he'll give a very toothy smile over to Jonah.
See, Jazz, those are two great jokes right there. Back
You're
to
good
back.
at jokes. You can stay. We're the whiskey delegation.
Like moonshiners?
No.
We just
We-
drink a lot of whiskey when we're not working.
I
It's been a
can't.
very long time.
I can't drink whiskey. It made me sick.
Yeah, Shelly hates it, but that's okay.
Not really sure where the team name comes from. I'm kind of new to this as well.
I told you. We drink a lot of whiskey when we're not out here. It's not.
And we
That's really the
and we-
answer.
and we
But
delegate things.
Is it all of you or just you?
I can
Well-
drink it. It doesn't do much for me.
There
mean,
used to
we-
be more of us.
I mean,
Now
we
it's really
delegate.
just me.
We kind of delegate people mortal coils from their bodies sometimes. That's
I'm the
happened a lot.
whiskey. They're the delegate.
We're whiskey in the delegation.
It's my ska band.
Another round of introductions happens, actually introducing you to the rest of us.
All right.
You
So
can
I
come
was
with
in-
us.
Sweet. I haven't actually been to the Spire myself, but having a group this big will pay off, I guess.
Do you know how to be quiet?
He's a natural.
Why, it's really not my style.
Oh, never mind.
Dang it.
I like them big and loud.
Dang it.
But give me a day and I could prep something.
What do you mean prep?
Opens the coat. There are various implements in there, basically material components for spells.
Are you a doctor?
Mechanic?
Okay, good, because we already have a doctor. He's radical.
Cool. Is his name Larry?
No, it's radical.
It really is.
Yeah, it's radical, Jim.
Ah,
Let's walk and talk. We'll get you caught up.
Yorha, you know a radical Jim. From your time at where you come from. You met a radical Jim previously.
kind of bonkers, little, gives off a weird vibe, like evil.
No.
Most of them, but not this one.
A little.
Yeah, our
Hmm.
gym is nice.
He is well aware of being a clone and originated for evil purpose, but something.
I'm sorry, a what?
Oh, there's a bunch of clones and they're all Dr. Radical. We should keep walking. There's a bunch of clones and they're all Dr. Radical, Jim. Some of them are evil, but ours is nice.
I'll take your word for it then.
If
We
we don't
created
die
the-
at the spire, you can meet him.
Mhm.
Here's hoping I don't die then.
Are you capable of healing magics?
I mean, I could patch you up in a jiff, but like, don't count on it.
It's okay, we don't.
Does anyone have like 300 gold worth of diamond on them?
No, but I can somehow do a little curing now. I learned to think.
What's in our party inventory?
I have a couple gems.
Our party inventory is crocodile skins, 9 strange black crystals, and 1 unknown potion. I don't think we've been keeping this up to date.
It's been a while.
There's
No,
a
I
hole-
don't think that's up to date.
There's a hole in the bed of the truck, I guess.
Yeah. Wait,
I could patch that up.
I know we got
If
a
you
bunch
ask me what that potion is, I'm
think
going
it's
to
the
just
potion of
roll a
heroism.
die to figure it out. Okay,
It's the
that's
potion of
fine.
heroism.
Okay, because I was like,
Because that was in
I
my
have
pockets.
no
for a
fucking
while.
idea what that potion might be.
I think it was in my pockets for a while, but we can put it in the. It can be
Yeah.
in the party inventory. I also have a bunch of gems, but those are mine.
That's right. That's where most of the inventory
It's
is.
in
Yeah.
my. It's in my pockets.
I've got some Mirabar trading things. I have some
Yes.
rods.
Like the quiet one that goes out front is like clink 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 clink.
Don't tell.
just like just rattling bottles
It's mostly gems
and gems.
and 7 daggers and a pan flute made of probably human bones
Yeah, it was human bones.
Metal.
Perfect.
and a conch that makes me invisible.
Well, that's a good one.
Hey Jazz, do we have any of the magic stones left? The talkie ones? You know.
Yes, I believe so. I'm just doing a quick head count. I think we actually do, based on.
Yeah,
We should have one
because
left.
you had. How many people did we start with in this party? And I think we're back up to full. Yeah, because I think Vivian had one and Nyona had one.
And Fang had one.
So
Mhm.
and Fang had one. So yeah, you guys do.
And we gave Jonah one. So we still have 2. No, we gave Liko one. So we have one.
That's smart. Yeah.
So yes, you have 1 spare.
These are basically message stones for the group.
All right,
Because
let's
we continue
let's
walking,
just
there's-
slip along.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining like healing, just basically along the goop.
Yeah. Yeah, as you explain all the eccentricities of your party to Yorha, you continue downhill through this chasm in the direction of where you know the entrance to be to this temple. As you are reaching the point where you're kind of familiar with this area, you see the 2 cars off to the side, the wreckage of the 2 cars that you destroyed on your last visit to the Feathergale Spire that the War Boys attacked you on. You see the chasm sort of narrows as you head towards the this fissure with this entrance in the staircase. Let me no passive perceptions. It's been
I
we
don't
talked
get
about it. Huh?
Not me.
Not you. Yeah, I know
I'm like a
Thea's got a
9.
high. Yeah.
Mine's a 17.
17, 15,
16.
16.
Mine's 12.
All right. For Jazz, Thea, and Yorha, the 3 of you see a couple of you all notice, like, in your peripheral vision through the mist, which is sort of obscuring your sight of this canyon around you. You see something small just kind of moving into view and then kind of like scurrying away before you get a good look at it. And you're beginning to notice like these very small, I mean like baseball sized objects or creatures that are kind of moving along the canyon floor out in the distance.
Now, what do you think those are?
Tumbleweeds.
It's an
I'm
invasive
kidding.
species. Oh no.
Yes, I can't imagine those are native flora or fauna.
Y'all seeing orbs? And I think Shellac is just kind of staring out like, I don't know.
I don't see nothing.
Can we keep going?
Just keep your eyes peeled.
Wow.
Quietly, if you can.
So you're quietly moving forward, keeping an eye out.
How squelchy splorchy is our steps on this goop? Does it sound like we're walking through like wet gack?
Yeah.
Okay.
As opposed to dry gack?
Wow.
Well, so it's
Depends
a
on
step
how fresh
above,
this goo is.
step above movie theater floors.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to hide your footsteps here. It's making a squelching noise each step forward. And it's only continuing to get worse as you hit this lower elevation. As you're beginning to think that maybe these smaller creatures have moved off, as you don't see any movement around you, you see as you're stepping forward, there's some more like rock formations with these veins coming off of them, and you watch as crawling over the top of this rock formation, you see like a paw almost, and then another paw, and then what pulls itself over is essentially a brain with 4 paws attached to it as one sort of moves over, and you're getting this pulsating coming off of it of this brain with 4 legs that is creeping across the rock towards you. And as it reaches the top and you see it beginning to kind of lean back, like almost like it's going to pounce, you watch as a swarm of these small fleshy gray objects with these tentacles on them, and these are like 4 legs and these small tentacles with these plant-like growths on them, all launch off the ground and swarm over this creature and begin to attack it. And immediately they begin to like tussle across the ground, and you're feeling this psychic pulsing coming off of this frantically from this creature. And as the air around you begins to swell, and there's this gust that comes through the canyon, some of the mist is picked up, and you can see all around you these brain creatures that are currently being overwhelmed and attacking and being attacked by these small plant creatures, or these flesh spore-like creatures that are whelming them. I'm going to go ahead and move them to the token layer here. And you can see the as this battle is going on, a few of them turn towards you and begin to rush in your direction. And I'm going to go ahead and have you guys all roll initiative.
So for the folks at home, the small fleshy plant creatures, Sean has used Art of the Flood for their tokens. Just the little guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's not
You're
cool.
welcome.
Cool.
Just 1 second, I was waiting for Halo music to kick on.
Dun.
Yeah, Master Chief is going to show up very soon. No.
Did a
If
lot
I
better
could
than
get the
Roll20.
IP for that,
Well,
would
I
have.
feel like a while ago Bungie said you can use Destiny music in your stuff if you want.
Yeah, they straight up said if you wanted content creators want to use Destiny Bungie music, by all means.
I will have to test that out to make sure we
But-
don't get a takedown first.
Yeah, I'm curious if like, if they, anyway.
Because YouTube
didn't-
does not discern very well on
Right.
that, on that
And like
count.
all the new DMCA stuff. For
Oh, now they don't
Twitch.
Twitch right now either.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, I know they
what?
said Destiny specific, not any of their previous IPs.
I'll just we'll just sing our own Halo music, guys.
Who knows? It might pick it up. Who knows? I could
Alright,
just start
I'm gonna
singing.
Roll initiative. Oh damn! All right. All right. So I got initiative up. If you need to edit yours before I order it, let me know.
Nope. For me.
Next mine.
I want to do this. Let's not do this one. All right. Is everybody on the tracker? Okie dokie. I think the intellect devourers are gonna go first.
What?
Oh no, you roll
There's
also
no
rolled a
way
22.
their dex
All
is
right.
higher than mine.
Their dex is a
Depends
22.
how quick-witted are they.
Haha. No, their dexterity is a +2, so I think you get to go first.
And nimble
Go ahead,
minds.
Thea.
Thank you. Cool boy. How close are we to them?
They're sort of all around you.
Ah, cool. Then I'm just gonna go run it at any one of them,
Okay.
not discerningly, and do a stab with Wind Vein.
All right.
Oh my gosh, math is so hard. That's an 18.
18 will hit.
Okay. That is an 11 piercing damage and 4 lightning damage.
Okay. 15 points of damage total. All right. Yeah, you stab this brain very good. You're doing with Wind Vein, you said,
Yeah,
with the spear?
the spear.
Yeah, you sort of jab out with the spear as it sinks in. This electricity flows through the meat of this brain. You can see the creature kind of psychically shriek and into your mind, and then pulls back. It seems very wounded by that attack.
Okay, I'm going to then bonus action. If it's injured, I'm gonna bonus action swing around and try to stab it with the short sword
Okay.
with Greg. That is a 26. No, a 25.
25. That also hits.
That is 6 slashing damage.
That's how many hit points it had left. So you stab into this this intellect devourer a second time with your sword, Greg, and this time driving in through the other side, sort of meeting the spear in the middle, and the creature's limbs sort of go limp. You just throw it off to the side. It kind of cuts into a few pieces as you rip your blades free. The small little corpse spores around you are kind of begin to sort of swarm, and now that one of their threats is gone, they begin to move in on you.
No,
That's-
I brought you food.
That's going to end your turn, Thea.
I'm gonna try to back up a little bit.
Okay. It is going to be the Intellect Devourer's turn. Two of them are kind of caught up in the battle with their with the little spores. They're just going to make some claw attacks against them. Let's go see if they hit. That is an 11 and an 11, which will both miss. I can't even hit myself. So you see them kind of paw out with these little like cat-like appendages, trying to swat at these spores, but those little things are very quick and are able to evade. Is Liko on the initiative tracker? I forgot to take him off from the last battle. The other two, one is going to leap at Jonah, and the other one is going to attack. Who else is in the front? Jazz, probably.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. So they're going to make one claw attack against each of you. That's a 7 against Jonah. That's a 6 against Jazz.
Nope, misses.
All right. As they both kind of swipe at you and you deflect them away, you watch as they kind of shrink back, and then in unison, there's this like pulsating to the brain matter, and they send out this wave of this psychic blast at you. I need you both to make intelligence saving throws.
Right. Yeah. You get a +4 to that, my good buddy.
Okay, so I have a total of +12.
Tam.
I rolled a natural 1, so I got a 1.
I also rolled a
Or a
natural
7,
1 for a 13.
Jazz, you could not fail that roll if you tried. You said yours is a 7?
Mine's a 7.
Jonah.
Mm-hmm.
You fail.
Used Flash of Genius to buff his by 5.
By 5? Okay. That'll succeed then.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you, my good robo buddy.
I think I've probably I feel this effect coming on, and I'm just, I know, probably, I've had an idea for this, like, if I just start trying to tell you paradoxes and just confuse you too much, and, like, your brain's too preoccupied with that, it just, like, shuts out the psychic attack.
He goes to Galaxy Brain. Wonderful. So Jazz is shouting at you, distracts you enough to keep you from taking any psychic damage.
I think that's the best way to describe 2 natural ones.
You guys just start shouting at each other. You don't even realize they've done whatever they've done. You guys just start yelling at each other and completely ignore them.
But what do you mean that the motorcycle's an extension of yourself?
I don't know.
Yorha, it is your turn.
I was flustered.
So Thea has dashed off into the middle of these things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I backed up a little bit.
How many of them can I catch in a 15-foot cone?
You could probably get. You could probably get one full grouping of an Intellect Devour and three of the spores.
Sick. Yeah. He will twirl that quarterstaff and toss something into the wrought iron cage and cast. Where is it? Burning Hands at 2nd level.
Okay.
That's a dex save 14.
All right. Dex save from the little guys. It's a 9.
No.
For the Intellect Devourer. That's a 10. That's fails all around.
Nice. I get to re-roll that number. So that is 20 points of fire damage.
20 points of fire damage. So you watch as you send out this blast of flame. As it hits, you see the 3 little corpse spores just like pop in the flames like popcorn, each one sort of exploding and bursting as the flames overtake them. They are immediately destroyed. The Intellect Devourer is so close to being dead. If you breathed on it, it might fall over, but it is still up. It's completely charred from head to toe, and it's just barely standing.
No, I don't have anything for that. Yorha's gonna back up behind the group and start prepping something. Something
Okay.
fun.
That will end Yorha's turn. Jazz.
So one of the Intellect Devourers is within melee of me.
Yes, one is.
Okay.
It's gonna be one of the healthy ones because it wasn't in the flame blast.
Yeah, that kind of complicates things. Okay. So it's just reconciling the difference between what's on my sheet and what's in the book. Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and risk the attack of opportunity to back away from it.
Okay. It will just make a swipe at you with its claw. That's an 11.
Yeah, that misses. And now that I'm out of melee distance, I'm gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast at it. Give this Intellect Devourer some brain freeze.
Okay.
Oh, that's 18 plus stuff. That's 26 to hit.
That'll hit, definitely.
Okay. Where are my d8s? As I use my now somewhat sturdier arcane firearm to bolster it. That's going to be 12 points of cold damage.
12 points of cold damage, okay.
And it now needs to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Alright.
So we are doing the brain freeze.
Yep.
That's 3.
So that fails, so it's poisoned until the end of its next turn.
Yes.
Okay. So it's hit with a blast of frothy cold ale sent out from the from your wand. The little brain kind of like swaggers to the side a little bit and is looking a little tipsy.
Nice.
I wonder how alcohol applied directly to actual brains would fare. Probably not as well.
Probably not.
Yeah.
That'll be the corpse spores turns then.
I wonder if it'd be roughly the same.
There we go.
Other than the temperature stuff.
All right, gonna do a lot of attacks here. Each one is gonna make a claw attack. 3 of them are gonna swarm on the one that you just ale blasted, since sensing it's weak. Only one hits for 3 points of bludgeoning damage. And then other 3 swarming that one. That's one natural 20 for 8 points of damage to that brain. The others are going to make their attack. I'm going to say one of these attacks the brain, and one of these, 2 of them are going to attack you, Jonah.
Okay.
So 22 against the brain, and then a 12 and a 15 against you, Jonah.
Both don't meet.
Okay, so it's 2 points damage against the brain. And then Thea, 3 of them are going to swarm on you. That's a 5, a 9, and a 12.
Nope.
All right. All 3 of them kind of trying to climb up your legs, and you're just like kicking down at them, keeping them off of you. They're not very strong creatures. They're actually incredibly weak, but you're able to keep them away. That will put us to Jonah's turn.
I'm just gonna at the brain boy closest to me. I'm gonna take a swing. with the war pick that I've been thusly bequeathed of Iron Fang. Oh,
yes.
never mind. Oh, that's where I got Shatter. I was like, I saw Shatter in my spell list. I'm like, I don't know where I'm getting that from. And
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I must have put that on incorrectly, but it's from Iron Fang that has it. So I'm gonna Shatter in like the biggest kind of group that I can, and
Okay.
I'll cast that.
Without hitting, what's the radius on Shatter?
Let me pull that up.
10-foot radius sphere.
10-foot radius.
I'm gonna say you can get another one of the full groupings that is not currently within melee of one of your team.
Okay.
So what's the save on that?
The save is con 15.
Con. All right.
Or actually, is that taking my save DC or the items? Let me look at that. Oh, sorry. Let me follow up on this real quick.
That's fine. I'm still rolling.
The items DC is actually it's 17 for the item,
Okay.
so it's higher than mine.
Okay. With the 17, they all fail.
Okay. So that'll be 17 thunder damage.
All right, that kills all of them. So the one intellect devour and the 3 spores that were kind of surrounding it. You see the brain kind of goes a bit mushy as it's shaken apart by this shatter effect, and then you watch as again all 3 of these creatures, this time not surrounded by fire, the tiny spores just burst, sending out little clouds of like debris around them, which kind of settle to the ground, but they're far enough away from your group that they don't really have any effect.
Nice.
That will but yeah, that takes
then I'll
out.
just like scoot a little forward to position myself like in the front of the group. But
Okay.
that's it.
All right.
Awesome. Good item.
Very
good item that you'll let me have. Thank you.
Shellac, is your turn.
All right, let's go ahead and we'll do at another one of those kind of grouping of those weird little creatures. Gonna do some radiant sun bolts at them.
Okay.
Set the 22.
Okay. That'll hit.
6 radiant.
Are you going for one of the brain or the 3?
The
creatures?
3 little things. 3
Okay.
little creatures.
You hit it. Radiant strikes and it pops. Destroyed.
Okay. All right. We're gonna shoot another one. Add another one of those things. Oh, that's an 8. Woof.
That misses.
Yeah. Okay. Spend a key point. We'll get 2 more attacks.
Okay.
And we'll try it again. Oh, well, 15. It doubled up.
The 15 hits.
Yeah. So that's 8 radiant.
Another one destroyed by that blast of radiant energy.
Oh my god, two ones almost in a row. Good lord. Okay. So that other 8.
All right, yeah, that one destroyed as the you sent out this barrage of radiant blasts. 2 of them going wide, 2 of them striking the corpse spores, destroying them. So you almost dealt with all of them. There's one little cluster around Thea. There is another cluster kind of around Jonah, and then there's still one intellect devourer tussling with one spore off in the dirt.
Okay.
Thea, I think that's your turn now.
I'm gonna take the spear and kind of swing down like a golf swing at the little ones that are trying to get me.
Okay, make an attack.
That's a 21.
I'll hit.
So it would do 10 piercing and 5 lightning.
That destroys it. golf swing smack into this creature. It explodes upon impact. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ugh. 14.
That succeeds. So you take half of this damage. You take 2 points of poison damage, but you're able to cover your mouth and avoid the worst of the effects. Anything else?
Yeah. Can so there's the one brain that's fighting the little spores left. Is there anything else?
Yeah, there are 2 more spores around you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna
and
try
there
to take. I'll flip Greg around in my hand and kind of like stab down into one of them.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
That's the
Here,
bonus
we'll
action.
clear the
That's not what I want.
battlefield or a little bit.
18.
18 will hit.
And he's gonna get 5 slashing damage.
That will kill it. And I need another con save from you.
22.
Succeeds again. You take
He's ready for that one. Ugh.
you take 3 points of poison damage.
Okay.
No other effects. You still got 1 more on you. But everything else is gone.
Okay. Well, I can't do anything about that one. So.
Okay. Intellect Devour's turns. Alrighty. One is scorched very bad. One's in front of Jonah. Okay, so we're gonna do one is gonna make a claw attack at the thing in front of it. At the one corpse spore in front of it, it hits for 8 points of damage, so it destroys it. The Intellect Devourer paws at the corpse spore in front of it, destroying it, kind of smashing it into the ground. And that one sort of explodes again. Actually, let me make a con save for it. It fails. And as the spore overtakes it, you watch as this whatever the substance is coats the Intellect Devourer, and you watch as the brain itself turns like gray and like blackens in areas, and it takes a last step forward and then kind of collapses in on itself and seems to have died. So some mutually assured destruction there. Leaving 2 left. One of them is going to make a claw attack against one of the spores next to it. It's a 22 for 8 points. This is one of the ones that's between Jonah and the brain. So it explodes and sends a burst of spores over you, Jonah, and itself. So I need you to make a con save.
All right.
It rolls a natural 20.
14.
You succeed. You take 2 points of poison damage.
Ouch.
And then it is going to use its Devour Intellect on you. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
All right.
Intelligent. Fine. It's a little slow. Okay.
23.
You succeed. No other effects. And the one that is barely alive is going to... I think it just looks over at you, Yorha, and is going to attempt its Devour Intellect on you. I need you to also make an intelligence saving throw as a blast of psychic wave washes over you.
Oh boy, 19.
Okay, you succeed on that. No effect there. It tries to then sort of scurry away towards the cliffside and the fissure that you guys are heading to, as it is very badly wounded. Yorha, is your turn.
Is that one still within 30 of me?
The one that's running?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot, they have a speed of 40. No.
Oh.
Quick
Okay.
thinking.
Okay. Well, live and let live. Yorha's gonna throw an ice knife into a cluster of these guys.
Nice.
Okay. The last cluster is in front of Jonah.
It's okay.
So
Go for it. Go for it.
yeah.
Well, it's
I'll be fine. Go for it.
within 5 feet, so I could technically chuck it behind them.
Yeah, if you hit one of them with the knife, it's gonna explode and hit Jonah. If you chuck it behind them and are just going for the burst effect to catch them with, then you can thread the needle there.
Don't go for it. Just don't worry about getting a little collateral damage.
Just a loud sorry.
Unless you do like level 9 ice knife, then I'm gonna
No.
then.
He's gonna huck the ice knife at the intellect devourer.
All right, make your attack.
17.
That'll hit.
Intellect devourer takes 3 piercing damage, and they all have to make a dexterity save.
All right.
Natural 20, 25.
You'll take
Nice.
half.
Intellect rolls a 13.
That's a fail.
The 2 doesn't even matter. They have 2 hit points, so I'm sure they're gonna die no matter what they roll. 16 and a 6.
16 makes it. Actually, if you make the saving throw, you don't take any damage at all, which is nice.
Oh. Okay. That one lives. First one that's survived an attack. Doesn't
But,
know what to do with themselves.
Those that fail take 8 points of cold.
Okay. 8 points of cold to the brain. And
That's what I call a brain freeze.
corpse 4. How many times are we gonna make that joke, guys? We can't make that every time.
Yes, we can.
Watch us.
Because is there another one? Until there's another joke, we're gonna make that every time.
Fair. I'm gonna need Jonah to make another as the spore explodes.
Pops.
Yeah.
Was it
make another
con?
save. Yeah, and the brain is gonna make one too.
17.
It's a 10, so it fails. That's 3 points of poison to you, Jonah, but no other effect. The intellect devourer takes 6 and is dead. So also the poison overwhelms it, and this thing kind of rots off of you. One of the limbs falling off of it.
Okay.
Gross. That's Yorha's turn.
Perfect. Jazz, it is your turn. There are 2 spores left. One that has lived by clutching onto the back of Jonah, letting him take the brunt of the ice knife, and sort of like crawling up his back. The other one is trying to climb up Thea's leg, and then you have one intellect devourer that is just that has run off into the cave, is towards the cave. He's very far away now.
Gosh, should probably get the things actually crawling on my buddies.
You can, Sean, shut this down immediately if you'd like to. But could Jazz hop on the bike? Like, I don't know if it operates on my initiative or not.
I would say
just want
that
Jazz to ride the motorcycle, but like that's really all I want to say.
to like go after the other one if he wants to.
But I don't have like an in-roll reason why that would work. So this is.
I would
stretch.
say I'd be okay with it because you haven't done anything else with the bike for the last couple initiative rounds. Normally we just say it acts on your turn. If it doesn't act on your turn, then give somebody else the option to do it, to use it. That way we don't get into like, I ride the bike over to this person, get off it on my turn. They get on it, and on their turn, and they ride.
Yeah.
I mean, I do also have 60-foot range on Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's still in range, then you don't even need the bike.
I'd say you could get it with an Eldritch Blast if you wanted to go for that one.
Or can I say that even if it is in range, can the bike kind of like nudge Jazz behind, like,
Sure.
like, and offer a ride?
Sure.
Okay.
So I guess hop on the bike ride like 5 feet to get within range. And then blast it. Also pointing out, like, you've got a thing on your back, Jonah.
What?
You
Oh,
just see one
that's-
little tentacle come behind you.
That's like 24 to hit.
You hit it.
Oh, that's so much damage. That's 14 cold damage.
Yeah, it just freezes in place with this liquor that wraps over it and then immediately
the
freezes
joke one
it
more
to the
time.
spot.
Joke one more time, Joe. Do it.
I did it the first time.
Do it
And
one more
Jazz has
time.
already been told not to repeat jokes.
Come on. One more time. You can do it.
That's what I call a brain freeze.
Yes.
We said that already.
Oh boy. All right,
That's
Jazz.
so much joy.
Jazz riding off on the motorcycle destroys the last intellect devourer. There are 2 more spores left. Both of the spores, as they are like locked onto Thea and to Jonah, as the little like spines are going to like make an attack against you, like to claw at you, scratch at you again, but they both stop simultaneously. And you all hear this voice echoing out from the 2 of them, almost telepathically over you. And it's a familiar voice. You hear the voice of Dr. Radical Jim, the OG. Well. I didn't expect to see you all here.
Where are you? Where's that coming from?
Looking around, do we see them? Because they said they see us.
You don't. You just see the 2 spores that are sort of latched on to
I think
your
Jonas was like,
friends.
Yeah, he was trying to grab the one off her leg.
Gross.
What do you want, Jim?
You sort of kick it off your leg, and the 2 of them are thrown off onto the ground. They both just kind of sit there on their tendrils, looking over you, kind of like moving in unison. It says,
Killed you once, I'll do it again.
"You've tried a few times now.
I'll try again.
Nice touch with the lich, by the way. That was annoying. It'll take me some time or it's taken me some time to regenerate."
Ah, sweet. I told you guys Renwick would win.
Yeah, there we go.
I damaged him somewhat.
He'll be fine. He's immortal.
Yes, well, soon I will be too.
Soon, huh?
Soon.
So you're
Very
not?
soon.
I think Jonah just kind of throws a look to Yora and like,
I don't know.
What do you-
They have a rich backstory, I guess.
What do you want, Jim?
I want you all to join me.
No. Okay, bye.
Oh, well, okay, it wasn't really a question. I assumed you'd say no. It was sort of rhetorical.
Can I stomp on one of the little things?
Wait, hold on. I can't monologue if you stop.
Just one. I'll leave the other one.
You stomp on one and it explodes. Make a Constitution saving throw.
16.
Okay, you succeed. I'm just guaranteeing these hits. They're not resisting. You take 3 points of poison damage. The other one kind of scuttles away and says, "Hold on, I can't talk. If you destroy all the ones nearby, I'll have to send more." That's
If you knew that we would not join you, then what is the purpose of this conversation right now?
it's sort of in my programming. I'm the clone of an evil madman. I'm supposed to monologue.
My condolences.
Can you do
Is
it
there
at
any-
like 1.5 speed? We've listened to so many of them, Jim.
Fine. leave. Turn around. Run away. Go back to whatever hall you came out of. I don't want you here to ruin this beautiful moment we're about to have in this cave. So please leave now. Bye-bye.
Is it like a sock
Bye
on
now.
door moment, or like?
No,
Yeah.
nothing as crude as that.
What are you
Get
doing?
your mind out of the gutter.
Are you painting things? You say beautiful. I'm assuming you're painting things. Can I see it?
You like art?
I'm in the process of assimilating this invasion for my own purposes.
In 3 seconds, I'm gonna stomp on the little one unless someone tells me no.
I'm gonna do it too.
3,
Can we all do it together?
2.
No,
What Shelly do you want?
like I said, you should certainly leave.
Put
It's
the
far
ball
too
under me, and
dangerous
I'll
in this
and I'll,
cave.
and I'll fall on him with Michelle.
I think it's Shelly's turn to stomp on one.
That's true.
Huzzah!
Bye, Jim.
3, 2, 1, stomp.
Now wait a second, and you stomp on him. Con save from you.
That's an 18.
Okay. You take 2 points of poison damage as the last one explodes.
That's one of the other Dr. Radical gyms. We've killed him like twice, 3
Yes, I
times.
believe twice.
Twice.
Should
Already.
probably go into that cave that the brain creature was running towards and stop him from doing whatever it is he's doing.
Oh yeah, just so
Be a good
you
idea.
guys know, last time we fought him, he turned into like a big monster. I don't really know what it was made out of, rocks and
Jazz
stuff.
goes through in
Mothy.
excruciating detail and
Gross.
describes like the number of extra limbs.
Did I
and
describe the
rounds
moth?
and-
I never mentioned the moth, did I?
You haven't
No.
mentioned the moth yet.
No.
Yeah. I just assumed you saw it, but
Would we
maybe
have seen the
that's
moth
crazy.
from where we were waiting?
No, not from where you guys were at, because you had all the
Okay.
terraforming mist.
So
and all that stuff.
yeah. So right here, I'm like, was it like a moth?
No.
No, it was more like a big rock thing with a bunch of arms.
It was a big flesh thing with a bunch of arms.
Why did I think it had like rock parts?
It had bones. Bone
Maybe I'm
spikes.
thinking of the bones.
And maybe we were underground. And
Bones
the
are like
black
human
earth.
rocks.
Yeah, it's a big flesh
it's
monster
like
with
human rocks.
bone spikes coming out of it.
Maybe I'm thinking of the spikes. It's been a minute. It was a
was-
okay. You're right, Jazz. It wasn't rocks. It was bones.
It was gross.
So
This is within still 30 days of that encounter. I can describe it in perfect detail.
okay.
In absolute detail. Basically puts up a small projection of the fight in real time.
I do.
So
what
it's
can I
not the
do
big
with my,
moth
like,
thing I saw
Artificer,
earlier. Okay.
Now
minor
I want to
illusion?
know about the. Hold on. I want to know about the big moth jump.
Yeah, that too.
Was there a big moth?
Oh yeah. Big moth.
Like today, or like
Oh yeah.
We had
how big?
grew up in. They were like this big.
Well, it's not that big.
Yeah.
What is the point of reference I can use for how big it is?
Is there a convenient moth-shaped boulder?
Yeah, there's an exact moth-shaped boulder on the cliff. No, I mean your best point of reference is about
How many semi trucks is it? Like how many Trucky McTrucker faces is that moth?
Feathergale Spire is above you, which is about like a 80-foot tall structure, about that big.
Oh, that's not a swamp moth. That's a big moth. That's a big moth. Bag moth.
Gonna need an extra large bug zapper for that one.
Yeah.
Maybe
Give me
it's
some time
friendly.
and I may be able to make one.
Maybe it's friendly.
It
It's
didn't
not
seem like
impossible.
that.
It did
It
attack.
I've
did,
never met any
kinda did
moths
it.
that weren't friendly.
It did do a little swoopy swoop on me, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's friendly.
Why not?
It did a swoopy swoop on me.
Oh. Are you okay?
Just like a
Yeah. Okay.
I could well, I could sense it was filled with malice.
Do you speak Moth?
Listen,
No,
Jonah
but
knows
I've been
these
swooped
things.
on more than once. You can tell a friendly swoop from a wrathful swoop.
That's true.
Oh boy.
Smoking too many cigars.
Jonah's super high right now.
Yeah.
As it started moving
I'm
towards
just
the
like just
cave.
fully baked, just like oh.
Just
It's
has
not
a
a cigar, it's a
perpetual
huge
cigar.
blunt.
Perpetual smoke cloud around his head.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. The moth. It's like that big. It's like that.
Okay, buddy.
Here's
All right, hold on. Here's some water.
Yeah. When did Jonah turn into Tom Waits?
When I take Jonah to the tent.
I know. I'm going through something here.
So what's the game plan?
I'm gonna sneak in and try to find Jim, and you guys are gonna follow me very loudly until I yell for help.
I can be quiet now, and also, if we are fighting Dr. Jim, should I create shield turret for us?
Oh
He
yeah,
does
probably.
hit very hard.
What's that?
Yeah, he
That might be a good
does.
idea.
So, before we get too close and Via sneaks off, I will create my little Eldritch Cannon in the Protector mode, and given that we probably have enough time, I'll just keep rolling it until it maxes at everyone gets 13 temp HP.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You get prepared. You look, or as all of you prepare, Jazz pulling out his little bot friend, little turret friend. All of you receiving your temporary hit points, bolstering you for the fight ahead. You look into this chasm where you can see this this maddeningly long staircase descending in front of you. Deeper into the temple below, and we're gonna go ahead and take our break. Yes.
Before we do, we had a redemption in the chat for a character inspiration, so I just wanted to thank Captain Nemo69 for that, because it was for me.
Nice.
Oh, I thought
Thanks,
you were
Nemo.
gonna tell me it was for me. I don't know why I thought that, but one day someone will redeem something for me.
Well, you
Is
labeled
there-
it
are there
character
DM
inspiration. So.
Oh.
No, I mean, well, it's not specified, but if anyone in the chat wants to
You
buy
could.
any of the redemptions for me, you can. I'll take them.
Too bad. This
Oh,
one's
no.
mine. Thanks, Nemo.
Thanks, Nemo. Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll be back very soon to continue our adventure here. So stick with us, and we will see you all in just a few minutes. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us on our break. We're here to play some more Dungeons and Dragons, so let's go ahead and get back into it. Yes.
While we were on break, we had a redemption in the chat.
Oh, yes, right.
For a recharge for the Dungeon Master.
Woo, yeah, we're talking about that. I'm definitely going to use that on them. That's going to be fun. Thank you, Nemo. I was not expecting that one as the redemption, but I'm going to put my foot where my mouth is and figure out how to use that. All right, let's get back into it. So you guys are standing at the edge of this the precipice, where you enter into this staircase that leads down into the air temple proper. There is a this long stairwell that sort of hugs the outside of this cavern, and far down at the bottom of it is the air temple is, though you cannot see it from this distance. Is there anything in particular you guys are doing as you're making your approach. I know Jazz is going to be casting somewhere along the way his or creating your robot
shield drone. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think just maybe as we're going, attempting to explain to the two who haven't been here in excruciating detail, because again, keen mind, the layout and what we've discovered so far of the temple. Probably at some point starts like drawing a map.
Yes. So you guys did. You were here previously when you kidnapped the leader of this cult. Yes.
I'm sorry.
It is a sort of an ancient runic. Well, basically, what you know is that there was an dwarven city that was beneath here, or beneath the Desserin Valley and the Sumber Hills, as long as it's been buried. And the outskirts of it, this section of it, has been repurposed for this air cult. But yeah, there's a large pyramid, some other rooms. Everything was outfitted for this cult to function. Last time you guys were down here, you murdered a bunch of people and captured the cult leader. You killed people during music practice. I call that murder.
Technically, that was only Niona, and she's not with us anymore.
Yeah. What did you do to her?
She's chilling at Summit Hall or something.
Right. Chilling on ice.
That's what I call a brain freeze.
Shellac is broken.
Dope.
All
so,
right.
Sorry.
No, good.
So what exactly did you guys do with this cult leader?
They're at Summit Hall.
Oh.
Being questioned, held prisoner. Questioned for intelligence, though.
Mostly interrogation.
Do not know how much intelligence she possesses. She was rather airheaded.
I don't know. She got a whole group of people to follow her like every whim and think she was a queen, so...
Doesn't take a lot of intelligence to get a bunch of people together, just a lot of charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Do you,
she knew how to use them too, because also, the aliens.
I was attempting a pun, but it was perhaps in poor taste.
Do you guys make a habit of going off and capturing cult leaders?
No, we killed another one.
It's about 50-50.
Yeah, that one was a Medusa.
Yeah.
Would I have heard of any of these, like, disruptions?
Yeah. Yeah, you might have heard a little bit about some troublemakers.
Well, can't paint a bigger target on my back than hanging with y'all. Sounds fun.
Is there someone after you?
About 50-50.
No, I can't be worse than the people that are after us.
We have killed several of the people after us, or... Well, I suppose the Mud Sorcerer didn't even remember Shellac.
Nope.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And also, I'm after one of them, so...
Yeah. Which one?
Gar Shatterkeel. He's got a crab claw for a hand, and he killed like half my village.
Ooh. Yep.
I'm gonna chop his arm off and hang it over a mantle, probably.
Now, do you think there's man flesh under that crab arm or crab meat?
I don't really care.
Crabman flesh.
I'm gonna kill him.
I mean, as long as there's enough butter, it's gonna be fine.
I like the way you think. I'm more of a tartar sauce kind of guy, though.
To each their own.
And what are the chances that Wyvern Rider is still flying around in here?
Oh, I don't know.
Or will most of the Howling Hatred have vacated the premises now that their queen is no more?
Everyone wonders about the wyverns, but never halverns.
Very particular about the Hooverns.
What, Vern?
Sean, you invited me here. You should have expected this.
Each one of these jokes, I'm adding another mind flayer to this.
So can I turn invisible now, or?
I assume with the item it confers it's a full hour, right? With the invisibility spell?
Yeah. No, I just
Yes.
want to know if we're going now.
I mean, if we're close enough that it makes sense for you to sneak off and it's not just you're getting tired of these puns.
That's why I'm asking the question. That's a dungeon master question.
As long as there's no other conversation that you want to have, I will say you guys are getting close enough that you guys can start popping off your spells.
We can use the stones to keep her in the loop. Of any
Okay, bye.
plans that we have.
You just boop yourself on the nose to turn invisible. Completely not.
No, I
completely
take the shell.
unnecessary. Oh, you boop yourself on the nose with the shell. Yeah. Okay.
He doesn't want to cast spells.
And it clicks, and this invisibility field activates, and the vanishes. Make a stealth check for me.
28.
28. Okay. You're gone. So you begin to slink down the stairs ahead of the group, which is clankily making their way behind you. Jazz, I assume before the vanishes that you pop your temp HP. Everybody gets that. Okay. The staircase winds down, and finally you get to a point where you can see in the distance this approaching structure, essentially nestled at the edge of a cliff, where the chasm drops off even deeper, but the staircase ends. There is a wall that abruptly meets where the stairs meet, or the stairs intersect with this cliff's edge. And an opening leading beyond. The wall breaks away where it seems like part of this dwarven structure has long since collapsed down into this fissure, leaving you able to see some of the interior workings of this temple area. You see a waterfall cascading over the edge of the cliff, and in the distance you see the gold-capped pyramid that you had previously witnessed, that wyvern nesting atop. You do not notice any wyverns flying through the area here. However, Jazz and, the three of you with decent passive perceptions can make out or ascertain that this area has changed, or this seems to be under the influence of these Illithid as well. Those of you that have been here before, obviously, Yorith, this is Yorha. Sorry, that is all new to you. Where previously some of the air cultists had made their home, you can see strange devices and objects that have been brought in by the Illithid. You can see the same vine-like or vein-like protrusions snaking along the walls. There is a odd green glow that is coming from the temple itself, giving it a sort of ominous visage, and in the distance, you can hear the sounds of some sort of commotion, though you're not exactly sure what it is. Some sort of conflict or wailing far in the distance. And Thea, as you reach the base of the stairs ahead of the group, you find outside the walls here at what would be the gates leading into this temple district of the city, where previously you had encountered the music group that Nyona had murdered. You can see there are 2 Illithid or Mind Flayer guards posted here. However, both of them appear to be slumped over on the ground. One of them slumped onto the ground, kind of half leaning against the wall. The other one, which appeared to be leaning against the wall, kind of hovering a bit off the ground, actually appears to be impaled against it with a large bone shard, sort of driving it through the chest like a stake.
Can I throw a rock at it to make sure it's dead?
Okay. You take a rock off the ground in a classic Thea move, and you toss it at the I won't count this as an attack, so you won't break your invisibility. And it bops off which one? The one that's impaled or the one that's on the ground?
The one that's on the ground. I feel pretty certain about the one that's impaled.
Okay, just asking. It bops off the one that is on the ground, and as it clatters to the floor, you don't see any response from the Mind Flayer.
Okay. Hey, there's 2 dead guys down here. Don't worry, I checked.
Feel like that is
Anything
perhaps
else?
good news for us.
Yeah. But are there any alive people down there, or?
Not yet. I keep going.
Okay. All right. You continue through the passage. The rest of you reaching the gates. Are you guys going to follow Thea's lead or hang back until she gets the all clear?
Feel like Shellac would try to start going a little bit. But
yeah, unless someone tells me not to do it, I'm just gonna follow from a distance. Cooper stuff. I don't know what he's fucking.
Your size, and he's going to toss another something like a piece of charcoal into the top of the iron rod cage, and he's going to cast Pass Without a Trace. So everyone gets a +10 to their stealth check if they want to roll a stealth check. Besides Thea, who's away.
Okay. Yeah, why don't I... Unless one of you is being belligerent and is just like stomping on the ground trying to make as much noise as possible, I'll say everyone make a stealth check.
On the hallway.
No longer at disadvantage because I got that new armor.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's
so that'd be 27.
It's gonna be a 15 with Pass Without Trace.
22.
12. Great. This crew. So sneaky. All right. To
I've like 3 nat ones tonight.
I know you have. To varying success with the Pass Without Trace activated, kind of muffling your sound. This veil of shadows and silence overtakes you. You try to follow behind Thea. You reach the T-junction with this passageway where you had previously encountered these pillars with these chains wrapped around them, where the air cultists had been chained there. No air cultists chained to the pillars anymore. The chains hang loose, the manacles clasped. One of the pillars, one of the manacles still has an arm hanging from it, but the rest of the cultist is missing. You are you? Am I assuming that you're heading towards the pyramid at the center of the temple?
Yeah.
Okay. You begin to wind that way, and as you do, you find more signs of destruction and conflict that are present here. Blood splattered across the ground. You find a few corpses, like human corpses, that are kind of scattered about, like they were attacked brutally by something. Some of them with these large chunks missing out of their skulls, their brains clearly missing. And as you emerge from this passageway into this area with this pyramid at the center with the water moat that surrounds it and the small bridge leading to the pyramid itself, you finally see the source of this noise that you had witnessed previously. You see a small contingent of mind flayers, 3 of them, being surrounded by what look like other mind flayers, as well as a few zombies and other undead creatures that are beginning to sort of overwhelm them. The mind flayers sending out blasts of the psychic energy as they are trying to defend themselves. And you see these other mind flayers with this pallid, like grayish white flesh, sort of rotted look to their eyes, and tattered cowls as they are kind of pushing in, all of them seeming to be undead and presumably under the control of Dr. Jim.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Yeah,
Some of
what's
the
up?
aliens are zombies now,
Well, this is weird. I don't like any of this.
and they're killing the other aliens.
So do we just let them go at each other?
Well, there's only like a couple, so I think they're just gonna get them.
Even
I'm
so,
not gonna intervene.
I feel more confident about our ability to deal with zombies than aliens.
Yeah, I got some radiant powers.
I'm gonna watch them for a second. Do the mind flayers still look like they have like mind flayer powers?
The undead ones.
Yeah, because I saw one of them up close and personal.
You yes, so you can see these gray and white skinned illithid with these the tentacles on their face, kind of with flesh sloughing off of them and kind of like drooling almost. You do see one sort of reach out, and you watch as a number of these flaming bolts go shooting out from their hands as they seem to create some sort of spell that goes crashing towards one of the other remaining non-zombie mind flayers, and you see that one drops, one of them dying. So they do seem to retain some sort of power.
Okay, yeah, confirmed. The zombie ones can still do spells and stuff.
That feels like cheating.
Well, I mean, we already killed Jim twice, so he's probably like leveling up.
Rude. We're the only ones that's supposed to be doing that.
I know. So I'm just gonna stay here and see what they do, because I don't want to get even.
That's fair. That makes sense.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. You see this battle continue until one mind flayer remains, and you can see them with sort of like panicked look on their alien-looking face as their last companion falls, retreats back towards the temple, and you see them like slide or in a waving motion in front of them, telepathically close the temple doors, creating a barrier. You watch as the other ones kind of begin to form around the three undead mind flayers that are sort of commanding the small zombie contingency, kind of hovering back as the zombies begin to push at the temple doors to open it. So it looks like the battle has shifted towards the undead creatures, with the one remaining mind flayer has barricaded themselves inside of the pyramid.
Okay. There's one regular guy hiding in the pyramid. Now there's a bunch of zombies trying to get in. We could probably sneak up on him.
Let's do it.
Are we sneaking up to attack or sneaking up to go around to the other temple entrance?
Other entrance?
Either one.
There are two entrances into the temple.
I could open one of the other doors.
If you can sneak in and then get the door open for us, I think that would be useful. But whatever's going to work is going to work.
Okay, you guys have to be really quiet.
Nora has done something to help that.
I'm gonna try to sneak to one of the other doors on the pyramid.
Okay. Invisibly,
Yes.
you go creeping around the outside of this small undead army. The three undead elfheads still hovering there, lifelessly not moving, while the zombies continue to push at the doors, sort of patiently waiting for this resistance to give out. You very quietly sneaking around the edge, while the rest wait in this hallway where these pillars are kind of hiding behind them, waiting for your chance to sneak in. Thea, you hear a voice in your head as you are sneaking around the edge. This low, sort of otherworldly voice says, You are not like the others.
No.
You are not under the control of this radical Jim.
Oh no, Jim sucks.
Why are you here?
To kill Jim. Again.
You seek to stop the radical Jim.
Yeah.
We will use you to our advantage.
Who's we?
We.
Just you?
Yes.
Okay. No. But we could work together.
To what end?
To kill Jim. I thought we were clear on that part.
Beyond the killing of the radical Jim.
I don't know. I don't usually think that far ahead.
There are few remaining of we in this place. Most have been assimilated by the radical Jim. We will assist how we can.
Okay. Hey, can you see me?
No.
Are you lying?
No.
Okay. Hey guys, it's safe. There's a guy in here, but he's cool. Oh, what's your name?
Very well.
We have no need for names.
Okay, but we do.
Did you ask him his name? Is his
Yeah,
name Carl?
No, he's thinking about it.
You may call us what you wish.
What do you?
Steve.
Steve?
Steve? Okay, it's Steve. Hi, Steve.
Cowabunga, Steve.
That's good.
As opposed to radical.
Okay, Cowabunga Steve. Steve for short.
Cowabunga Steve. Is this a title of reverence?
It's a title of friendship.
We accept.
Cool. I'm Thea. My friends are coming. Quietly, I hope.
We shall wait for your move and open the doors.
I love that telepathically they clear the throat a lot.
Trying to be less off-putting.
Yeah.
I hear the humans make this sound.
Cough, cough. Clear throat.
Can't wait for everybody.
Laugh, laugh, laugh.
Laugh, 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 laugh.
Snicker. Snicker.
It's surprising no one. When they get there, I've made friends with an illithid.
So are you you guys are still trying to sneak around the edges and let them in? Okay. The rest of you. So Thea, you sneak around to the other side of the temple. Deal with this first. You reach the other doors, and as you approach the doors, you hear the grating of metal on the other side, as if like something heavy has been moved out of the way. And as it opens, you can see two illithid hovering there, two mind players that are they don't go to immediately attack you, so good sign there. And one of them,
I'm invisible.
as it opens, they do. I'm trying to see if. Hold on. Let me double check whether the invisibility. Okay, yeah. So this is what happens. The doors open as you approach as you approach them, and the two illithid sort of hovering there, sort of looking around, but they don't immediately seem to see you. They just kind of stand there for a moment, trying to figure out why they were just told to open this door.
Scooby-Doo totem pole around the corner.
Thea, do you do anything once the doors are open? Are you going to identify yourself in any way, or just wait until they close them again?
I just said that I was going to open a door if my friends were going to come in. That's all I was told to do.
Okay. You're going to, as you stand there invisibly in this awkward little conversation here, the rest of you go creeping around the outskirts of this room as quietly as you can, which, if I'll remind you, wasn't very quiet.
Hey, I got a 28 as a stealth check. I'm a quiet turtle.
Yeah.
Ninja turtle.
The Ninja Turtle moves quietly around the edge while I believe Metal Gear and
Metal Gear.
And Metal Gear. That's the Metal's Gear. um, do not do very well at their sneaking, and one of the undead mind flayers from this very rigid stoic posture just turns their head in your direction and locks eyes on you. You have a moment to react if there's anything you want to do, but
Do I have the range thingamajiggy?
Probably just gonna blast it.
okay. It looks over, and then it like begins to raise a hand in your direction, and you watch as the other two simultaneously turn their heads as well, and all of the zombies stop at the door and turn, like everything in unison, turning towards the three of you as they have identified your position. As Jazz pulls up their wand and begins
Gonna
to
be a
fire.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
I'm just going inside, 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 inside.
That was terrible. That was almost minimum damage for 4 cold damage.
All right.
I'm assuming the zombification means they're immune to the poison effect. Should we even bother with their con saves?
I'm double checking damage. Yes, they are immune to the poison effect.
Cool. We appear to have been spotted. You may wish to engage from the other side in a flanking maneuver.
All right. I'm gonna have you guys roll initiative.
You didn't tell me they were good looking.
I'm sorry, was it not implied when I said tentacles?
What that
A
mouth?
little bit.
Sean, no. No.
Yes.
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 All right.
I think I got the same initiative as last time.
Wow, that's terrible initiative.
I have a +4 in initiative, and I haven't been able to roll above like a 50.
I too rolled a little bit of a turd.
And I guess I'm gonna put these two other ones on the map. I'm gonna figure out how they're gonna.
Well, it looks like
Get
they rolled
involved.
even turdier turds.
Yeah, they rolled very bad.
Ooh.
And
I like that high-collared fashion.
okay, so we've got these guys are hanging out with Thea over here. These three over here. Okay. All right. I got lots of initiative to roll here, guys. So they rolled bad. Zombie horde rolls the exact same.
Nice.
And the mind flayers roll a 5. Okay. I give up on initiative, guys. All right. 18 is Yorha going first. I don't want this song. I want a different song.
So these guys are pressed up against the door trying to get in. Is there like how big is the space and how far away are they from us?
So you guys are on the other side of a walkway. All right, pyramid at the center of the room. There's a small, like 15-foot path that goes around the pyramid. Around that is water. about 10 feet across, and there is a bridge on 3 sides of the pyramid to cross the water. You guys are on the other side of the bridge, flanking around the outside of the room along the pathway on the other side of the water, trying to get to the other side of the temple. So all the zombies are going to have to cross one of the bridges to get to one of you guys.
Cool.
Except for Thea, but they don't know she's there.
Yorha shrugs and he will... How far away are they from us?
30-ish feet.
Cool. He's gonna lay down a spike growth on the bridge in front of them, so the zombies and mind flayers will have to push onto it towards us.
Okay.
And it looks like he throws out a spike strip from underneath his jacket.
Okay. Just throw it out there, like Need for Speed, and the spikes go kind of rolling across the ground there, forming this jagged blanket of metal across the ground that these zombies will have to walk across to get to you. I did mention the zombie mind flayers are floating in the air, kind of above the water.
As long as I can take care of one of them.
All right. Is that it for you, Yora?
Yeah.
All right, Jazz.
Okay. No one needs topping off with shields, which, just so our newer party members know, as long as you're within 10 feet of me, I can, or really 10 feet of the turret, because it can move. You can get bonus action to get temp HP shields. But for my action, I'm going to drop a shatter on the zombie mind flayers and hopefully the zombies as well.
Okay.
So, temporal radius sphere. Con save from them, please.
All right. Con save from the zombies. It's a 19. Con save from 19 and 17.
So they all succeed.
Okay.
So they'll take half damage. That's a little better. It's 11 points of thunder damage, and then half that.
All right.
I
Anything
need to-
else?
I think just moving. Well, not gonna, because they're the spike growth now. So now just gonna kind of position themselves at the front. Kind of shield at the ready, doing like if there were a bunch of people, they could do like a cool Greek soldier phalanx, but it's just Jazz on
Just
their own.
Jazz. Okay. That is Jazz's turn as you have sent out the blast of the Eldritch Blast to hit one of the Mind Flayers, and then immediately follow up with the Shatter spell, which catches a large chunk of the zombies as well as the Mind Flayers, and you can see some of the zombies destroyed, some of them unharmed. The large horde of them as a whole still mostly intact. Shellac, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just my attention to one of the zombie mind flayers.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fire off 2 radiant sun bolts. Because I don't want to get too close to this yet.
Okay. All right, go to make your attacks.
9. I won't make it.
That will not hit.
And 14.
That does not hit.
I'm with that. Let's see. With that 14, I am going to. This is a new monk thing from Tasha's. It's called focused aim, where I can spend a key point and up my attack roll by 2. So
Okay.
if I up it to 6, so I'm gonna up it to 16. Does that hit?
16 does hit.
Okay. Rad. All right, I'm gonna do damage. It's 5 radiant.
All right, 5 points of radiant damage. That mind flare. Okay. Is that it for your turn, or anything with your bonus action?
For my bonus action, I'm gonna cast my very first spell. Oh my god, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. All right.
So I now have a 19 AC.
Nice. All right. That is Sholak's turn as you, as the shimmering field begins to form in place around him, protecting you a little bit better than before. Thea, it is your turn. You hear the sounds of chaos going off on the other side of this temple.
Okay. Which door did I open to orient myself?
So you're essentially on the opposite side of this pyramid from the rest of the group.
Okay.
Essentially, you can see through to the other side where the doors are closed. The Mind Flayers had closed and barricaded those doors as well. You can see a large plank that is in place to keep them closed.
Right. I guess I'm gonna go help.
Okay.
Can I go out and flank around
Yes, you can.
behind the zombie mind flayers?
Yes. They're hovering. Do you have any? You don't have any ranged attacks, do you?
Bow.
Yeah. So you could reach them with your bow. They're hovering above the water, so unless you have something that you want to, or a way that you want to try to reach out over the water to get them, or jump into it.
I mean, I can swim.
You do have a swim speed, right?
Yeah, I do. Is the thing.
You could attack them from below.
Then I'm in the water. Can I see? Is there stuff in the water?
It's a little dark. Your passive perception is a 17.
Mm-hmm.
You don't make out any signs of anything moving in the water. It's a pretty fast current, but not so fast that it would sweep you away since you have the swim speed.
Cool, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Gonna slip in the water.
All right. So you go running over and then slip into the water. Your sea elf nature giving you a little bit extra kick as you come up from beneath the mind flayer to stab.
Stab with the
Go ahead and make your attack.
With the advantage?
Yes, with advantage because you're still invisible and hidden from them.
Sneak attack. Okay. That is a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
I'm gonna get him. What's my sneak attack now? Oh, wait. One of these is lightning. That's lightning. Do I need to separate out the lightning?
Yes.
Okay, 5 lightning.
Okay.
And 26 piercing.
Damn. All right. 26 piercing damage and 5 lightning. The lightning, it seems that they have some resistance to the magical energies of the staff. However, the piercing damage sort of spears straight through the midsection of this mind flayer, and you can see a recoil in pain as it was not expecting that strike. And the rest of you see Thea sort of emerge from the water, materializing as the invisibility fades.
Offhand attack with Greg.
All right.
That is a 21 to hit.
Hits.
He gets 6 slashing damage, and he's heavier.
All right.
His
6
weight
slashing.
doubles, and his movement is reduced by, I think, 5
You
feet.
see his toesies begin to
5 feet.
scrape the water a little bit as he is pulled down towards it. All right. Thea, that's it for you?
Yep, I'm swimming.
All right. Jonah, it is your turn.
I will. Can I reach the horde, or are they on the opposite side of the spiky growths from me?
They are now on the opposite side of the spike growths from you.
Okay. Then I'm gonna position myself just on the spiky growths at the edge of it, like waiting for them to come, and I'm going to huck a couple javelins out at the undead illithid.
Okay. Yeah, throw some javelins.
So womp womp. Oh, that's not the one I clicked. Womp and womp. I got a 17 and a natural 20.
That's both it.
All right. Can do. That is a total of 15 piercing damage.
Double ones on the crit. 15 points of piercing damage. Yeah, as you huck these javelins out, spearing through a few zombies at the front of this horde as the rest begin to sort of push forward. All right. Anything else?
I feel like I should conserve my spells. I did a lot of spells last session, so I'll wait.
Fair. All right. The Mind Flayer's turns that are on the other side of the temple kind of float there, and they hear the conflict, and though none of you can see this, they sort of straighten up for a second. Then all of you on the other side watch as two Mind Flayers come floating across the top of the temple, and they are going to send out Mind Blasts at the zombie horde. So I'm gonna make some intelligence saves for the zombies.
Nice.
It's a natural 20 for one of the zombies for a total of 16. Or no, that's I'm just doing the horde.
Day. Might as well.
I'm just I'm gonna do the horde as one roll. So with a 16, that will succeed on the Mind Blast.
Of course.
And they don't take any damage on a success.
Thanks, bros.
That's one of the blasts, though. The other one is going to also make it in. That's a 12. They rolled very well on these. So one does make it. That is going to be 48. For psychic damage, 25 points of psychic damage. As they're immune to the stun effect. But the two illithid come up, and one sends this first initial pulse of this psionic energy over the zombie horde, and you see almost this like countering effect as some other psychic influences seem to be inuring or negating the Mind Flayer's attack. However, that second blast comes from the other illithid. This one's sort of pushing through, and you see some of the zombies collapse to the ground, their eyes and ears beginning to bleed as their brains are thoroughly melted. However, some of a lot of the zombies still remain. That is going to be it for the Mind Flayer's turn. The zombie horde is going to go. And the only thing that they can reach, Steve, the only thing they can reach is currently across the bridge. They're going to shamble across it. So what is the spike growth?
Growth is always fun. When a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
Okay. And how far across?
20-foot radius. So that's 40 feet.
So 40 feet to get across, and for each 5 feet it travels,
it takes 2d4 piercing. So that's 16d4.
16d4. Yeah.
Got a lot of clicking to do.
Yep.
The zombie horde. God. zombie horde takes 38 piercing damage as they
38.
trample.
Yeah, some good rolls there.
That's good. 38 points of piercing damage as the zombie horde. And is it difficult terrain?
It's not difficult terrain yet.
Okay. So as they push their way across, okay, actually they can only, so that is at a dash too, because they only have a 20-foot move speed. So yeah, they dash their way across, some of the zombies falling across the spikes and the other zombies moving across them, like the bodies beginning to pile up just as some of them get into range of Jonah. So Jonah, they're like right in your melee range now, but that's as far as they can get. That's the only thing they can do this turn. But there's just this horde of zombies that is facing you down.
Living the dream.
It is the Alhoun's turn. They all... Okay. One is being stabbed by Thea. The other two are doing okay. The two that are not being stabbed by Thea are going to send a barrage of scorching rays out at the group of you. So it's going to be 6 rays total. And there are 4 of you. Actually, I'm just going to do 2 rays at Yorha, 2 rays at Jazz, 2 rays at Shellac. That's how I'm going to do this. So Yorha, that is a natural 1 and a 10. The 2 at Jazz. It's a 21 and a 20.
Both will hit.
And then the 2 at Shellac, 26 and a 20.
One thing I want to hit me.
Yeah.
It does hit me.
Jazz, total fire damage is a total of 13 fire damage between the 2 strikes.
Well, there's the temp HP, but I'm still no real health.
And also 13 against Shellac.
All right, there goes that HP as well. But
Hey, you guys tanked tanked all those hits with just temp HP. That's pretty good. The other one, Thea, doesn't want to do ranged attacks against you because you're still within melee. So holds a hand out at you, and you see electricity beginning to form around its hand.
Cool.
And it's going to try to hit you with a lightning bolt.
Cool.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Dirty 20.
That succeeds.
Okay. We're about to have to do some math for me here.
All right. Let's see. You don't have evasion yet, right?
I have evasion and I have lightning resistance.
Oh,
So this guy
you're
can
gonna
fuck off.
You're going to take no damage then. Because evasion, you take nothing on a
I
successful
think
save,
so,
right?
yeah.
Is that the rubber bodysuit or something?
Yeah, no damage if it's half damage. So bye.
So I think you duck under the water, and as this bolt of like plasma goes shooting through the water right next to you, sort of spearing to the bottom and then dispersing across the stone underneath, you just like take your webbed fingers and kick backwards once, and any of the I think you're gripping onto wind vein, any of the residual lightning energy in the water as it like is kind of dispersed, kind of like using it kind of like a lightning rod. The wind vein takes the kind of takes in that energy and disperses it harmlessly through you, so it does not hurt you, and you avoid the strike. That is going to be.
Wait,
their
can I pop back
turns.
up?
Yes.
Good try.
Largely ineffective. Yorha is your
Totally
turn.
ineffective, one might say.
One might say.
Well, alrighty then. Yorha's gonna point off away from everyone, probably towards the right of the bridge, because I assume that they're towards the left. He's gonna cast Tidal Wave, and at the edge of it, hitting the zombie horde.
Okay. So you tried to tidal wave them off the bridge is what I'm getting here.
Either
Or,
off
like,
the bridge or hit him straight prone.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and cast. Does tidal wave does tidal wave push them, or does it just
It
knock
knocks them prone. Yeah, because it
Okay.
goes up and then crashes.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right. Do the tidal wave.
Dex save 14 from the Zombos.
Dex, not their strong suit. That is a 5.
They'll be taking 17 points of bludgeoning damage, and they fail. They get knocked prone.
Okay, 17 points of damage. And yeah, this wave comes up and then crashes down on top of them. You see a couple swept off of the side of the bridge into the water and go tumbling down the waterfall. The others are all kind of pinned down against the spikes. And the other one's like trying to get back onto their feet. But yeah, they are successfully prone.
He lays his quarterstaff across his shoulders and go, "You guys should probably take care of the Skangili. I got this."
Jazz, it is your turn.
All right. Gonna try and Eldritch Blast the zombie flare I hit before.
Okay.
It's like 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
Oh, that's very good damage. Finally some good fucking damage. That's 22 points of cold damage.
Nice.
Almost max damage.
I'm just assuming you guys are beating up on the same one for a lot of these strikes.
Sure.
Between you and Thea right now. So yeah, that one is also blasted with the Eldritch Blast, and you see its skin kind of crystallizing and breaking from the freezing cold liquid as it hits it.
Yeah, and then for bonus action, gonna give Shelly and myself some temp HP back.
Okay, go and roll that.
Well, I rolled a 3, so that's 8 to us.
Okay, you guys both recover 8 temp HP. Alrighty. That's it for Jazz's turn. Shellac, what do you got?
All right. Let's see. I think we're gonna keep going at that one that I hit initially with the, and we're gonna do 2 more radiant sunbolts.
Okay.
That's a 20.
Hits.
A dirty 20. So 6 radiant.
Okay.
And a 21.
Also hits.
So 9. So 15 total radiant.
All right. 2 more radiant bolts slamming into this one after it's been blasted with the Eldritch Blast and stabbed by Thea. It's still up, but it's very rough.
Okay. Well, if it's rough, I might as well do 2 more. Spend that key point. Let's go to town.
Okay.
25.
Hits.
That's 6.
All right.
And 18.
Hits.
8. So 15 again.
Oh, buddy.
14,
yeah, it's
14.
Blasting it again. Some of its fingers burnt off and blasted off. Some of the tentacles kind of burned away by the radiant energy. It seems like it's not really affected by the pain being undead, but is very badly damaged. Okay. Thea, what you got?
I would love to stab the one again.
Stab away.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a 27.
Hits.
No sneak attack.
No sneak attack this
That's
time.
okay, the first one was really good. That is 10 piercing damage and 3 lightning damage.
All right. It's really getting close.
I'll get him with Greg.
Okay, hit him with Greg.
Offhand.
Greg.
That's a 21.
Hits.
Gets 2 slashing damage.
2 slashing
I gotta get
damage.
to
Slash as coattails, it sinks
Ooh,
down.
he's
Now
heavier.
it's like its ankles beneath the waves as it's struggling to stay up. Like it's starting to be like carried away with the water a little bit, and it's just very, yeah. Glass shark gonna get you. All right, Jonah, it is your turn. You got a zombie horde in front of you, a prone zombie horde.
So I'm gonna take 2 swings, or multiple swings with Iron Fang with advantage. So 23 and a 21.
Both hit.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend 1 second level spell slot to do a Divine Smite, which is going to give me 3d8 is what it would be, and then increases 1d8 if it's undead. So that'll be 4d8 on top of 2 of these rolls. I'm sorry, on one, technically on one. So that's total 25 piercing and 5 thunder, and then 19 radiant.
All right. With the 19 points of radiant damage, you bring down 2 strikes, one hitting like a swath of these zombies in front of you, just cleaving through them. This blast of radiant energy incinerating some of them, and your second strike doing the same, just sending zombies flying over the edge of the bridge.
Can I take I like the idea of like me waiting out in the middle of this. So can I take like 10 feet of damage? Please?
If you move into the zombie horde.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of waiting out into it. So I'd like to take some damage.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that, RJ. What is it?
2d4 per.
So it's 4d4, 12 points of piercing damage.
Thank you.
Okay. You wade out into them. The zombie horde is reduced in size because it is you've crossed that threshold, so they are you have reduced their numbers by half.
I forgot I have temp HP. I should have.
Do that first, and then the.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
All right.
Oh, that temp HP is real nice.
It is good. All right. Mind Flayer's turns. Seeing that the zombies are being very thoroughly taken care of by your group, I think 1 Mind Flayer each goes to try to occupy the 2 Alhuns that have been mostly untouched. They are going to make tentacle attacks against them. It'll be a natural 20.
Nice.
And a 14, which misses. So the one with the natural 20 does 20 points of psychic damage. Say that's the one on the left. And it is grappled. That will... that is it. You see their tentacles sort of wrapping around the back of the Alhun, who's just like just this weird turn of events that they weren't expecting. The body kind of going limp a little bit as the psychic blast is sent through this creature, kind of disrupting it from whatever hive mind it's attached to. The other one misses with their strike. Zombie Horde's turn. We'll get up from prone collectively, and is going to make a slam attack against Jonah at half hit points. So this will be half damage, but that's only a 14 to hit.
It's not a hit.
Yeah, so you kind of bunker down like in between them, and they all begin to like kind of claw at you and hit at you, but nothing being a sturdy enough hit as you kind of parry them away with your war pick, continuing to mow them down as you do.
Swirling a chain around, whipping them back.
Yeah. That'll be the Alhoun's turns. They are going to... All right. Yeah. The one who missed their attack, or the one who was missed by the mind flayer that attacked it, kind of retreats a little bit, holds out a hand, and you can see the tentacles swirling for a moment on their faces. They seem to be incanting something, and you watch as this green energy flows through their body and coalesces at their finger, and they shoot out a blast of energy at the mind flayer in front of them. It's going to make a dexterity saving throw. And will fail as they take... Come on. Roll, please. God damn it. Alright, I'm going to roll this by hand. They take 79 points of force damage. And that mind flayer is immediately disintegrated by the Alhoun, and you watch it just crumbles to dust. So one of your friend mind flayers is just completely destroyed.
Nice, cool.
The other one is currently stuck in its grasp, in the brain drain, as you would. Is going to make a intelligence... meant to make the intelligence saving throw beforehand. I need to do that quickly.
Mind
The
Flayer
21.
has Zombie Mind Flayer, or Zombie Mind Flayer has Mind Flayer?
Mind Flayer has Zombie Mind Flayer.
Okay.
Zombie Mind Flayer succeeds on the intelligence saving throw, so it is not stunned. So instead of trying to break free, it is just going to do a shocking grasp against the one behind it, trying to damage it enough to make it let go. That is a 17 to hit, which will hit. Only 6 points of lightning damage. All right. That will end. Oh, and one of them that is almost dead. Almost forgot about them. It's not a fan of Thea. It is going to... It's going to Mind Blast you, Thea. You make an intelligence saving throw for me.
Okay. $19?
That's a success. The mind, you guys cannot fail against this mind blast from last week to last session of this one. It hits you in the water. You prepared for it. You feel this like terrible headache. It's like your vision is almost cut off for a second. But you snap back out of it, and you are fine. So that is all three of their turns.
I give him a thumbs up.
So mad at you right now. Yorha.
He's gonna ping on the sending. You want out of the pool? ?
Oh no, I'm good out here.
Okay. From his back, he throws down a metal board, steps on it, says a command word, and it begins to hover. It's a broom of flying. But he's going to essentially sail out towards the mind flayers and use a thorn whip on one of them.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
Doth a 23 hit?
A 23 doth hit.
9 points of piercing damage, and it gets tugged 10 feet closer to him.
Okay. I assume the one that's not currently in the non-zombie.
One of the more like hurt ones, he's gonna yank around.
Oh yeah, I guess there's the one that's okay. If you want to go for the most hurt one, your thorn whip wraps around its neck and you yank backwards, and its neck just snaps as you do, and its body kind of falls limply into the currents and begins to wash away if you release it from your thorn whip.
Mm-hmm. In that case, he's gonna basically 90-degree turn upwards and fly 40 feet up.
Okay. Just begin to soar upwards into the upper reaches of this cavern. Okay, that is Yorha's turn. Jazz.
Okay, so there's the zombie and the non-zombie mind flayers in the grapple doing their brain eating thing right now.
For the sake of calling them, they are Alhoons is the name of the zombie illithid. So they are the mind flayer has the Alhoon in its grip.
Okay, and then there's another Alhoon flying around. That's one that did the disintegrate.
That's one that just did the disintegrate, yeah.
Okay, well, not too worried about if the Alhoon eats the other illithid for now, so gonna try and Eldritch Blast the one that did the disintegrate.
Okay.
19 to hit.
That'll hit.
18 points of cold damage.
Nice.
And then I'll step up to the edge of the spike growth so that I'm hopefully within 10 feet of both Jonah and Shelly and attempt, at the very least, give Jonah more temp HP and try and get us some more as well. Nope.
Okay.
So, Jonah, you can take up to 7.
Nice.
Put yourself back up to 7.
Thank you. That helps.
And that is my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, Jazz, Thea, I think you noticed this on Ish account, technically before Shellac goes. You notice this first as you feel something moving towards you in the water. And you turn and you see a massive shape looming in the darkness of the currents that is quickly approaching you. And just as it's about to reach you, it veers off and then looms up over the side of the bridge as a humongous purple worm-like creature with these long tentacles coming out the side looms upward, coiling into the sky, and then bites down at the horde of these zombies, beginning to crunch them into its huge jaws and letting out a massive shriek as it does. And that is where we're going to end our session here for tonight.
That's what I call a brain freeze.
As the Neothalid makes its oh my god. That's going to be our new t-shirt.
I'm going to be friends with it.
Yeah. As Steve the Third makes his appearance, Cowabunga Steve appears. All right, guys. That's where we're going to end our session. We'll pick up in initiative next week. It'll be Shellac's turn. It'll be the Neothalid's turn, and then Shellac. But yeah, let's change the music so I can do our outro to not this drama. Good session, guys. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, RJ, for joining us. Hope you enjoyed your first round
Oh, I'm
of-
having a blast. It's
Good.
quite the brain freeze.
I'm done. Someone else do the outro.
Hey, so you watched us
nobody
play
do it.
some
Nobody
I'm just
do it.
kidding. I'm back. Thank you, everyone out there, for watching.
Make him do his
Very-
job.
Very much appreciate very much appreciate all the comments we're getting in the chat and the redemptions and everything great. Maybe we'll get a second disintegrate off since I have that recharge. Who knows? Join us in 2 weeks for the continuation of our game. That'll be on the 19th. So come hang out and watch, and more D&D and more weirdness, because I'm just putting everything weird that comes into my head into this game, as you can probably tell. Anyone have anything?
Is it everything?
Almost everything.
Is it everything? Okay.
Everything I can put on Twitch. Anyone have anything they want to plug or promote before we call it for tonight? Savannah.
I will. I, for the next 2 weeks, have 2 shows that are happening off this channel on Monday nights and Wednesday evenings. I'm on twitch.tv/encounterroleplay. On Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm playing Dungeons & Dragons on a show called Song of the Deep, and I play a weird cleric who is obsessed with the moon and may have just found out that she's a shard of a god, and the god she's been worshiping this whole time might be her sister. It's been a lot. So yeah, come hang out with me while I continue to be traumatized on Monday. And then on Wednesdays, I run a game at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, also on twitch.tv/encounterroleplay. The game is I Hunt. It is a fate-based system about millennial monster hunters who use an app to find jobs to hunt monsters so they can pay their rent. It's rad. 2 of them have been kidnapped by vampires. And they're in danger. And I'm having a lot of fun. So yeah, come hang out with me.
Anyone else?
I have a Monday game over at the Indoor Adventures channel where I play a Shatterkai wizard cleric who worships the moon, and he's found out about his past life where he was married to the Raven Queen. And
We're having a day on Mondays, huh?
we have a day on Mondays. He's formed a coven with a bunch of hags, and it's great.
Wonderful. All right. Anyone else?
Yeah, I'll do a couple things. I'm gonna be running a game this Thursday, Wild Space, and then it's like probably the last one of the year. But yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. They're doing stuff there. I'm also I'm gonna promote Alex. So congratulations, Major. And then I think I'm also probably when we're in our at some point in our Discord, I think I'm gonna like stream like Vampire during the day, and so and I can like whine about the game. So join our Discord and check that out.
Yes. Join our Discord where sometimes we stream games there and talk about all sorts of things, talk about our streams, all that sort of fun stuff. And follow us everywhere else. All the links are below our faces. You can find everything we do everywhere there. If that is it, I'll thank once again my lovely players for being here today and playing and being a joy as always, even if you kept making that stupid joke. And thank you everyone out there for watching. And until next time, good game and good night,
Brain
Internet.
freeze.